Hello, thanks for joining us today at Desert King Windows. My name is Kobe. I am not Jason. And what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the process that takes place after you sign an agreement. Let's get to it.
Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.
All right, so the first process that's going to happen after you sign that agreement is that we're going to move into the final measure. Now remember, we do not collect any payments up front. You do not pay any deposits. It's really important to us to ensure that this process goes smoothly because we don't collect that payment until the installation day. What's going to happen is that final measure appointment is going to get scheduled for you first, and either Jonathan or Justin will come out to your home and they're going to measure those windows down to 1/8 of an inch. What they're also going to do is confirm all the specs for your appointment. All the specs for the windows, making sure that we get the colors correct, the glass, everything that's needed for that order to go through. And once that's confirmed, all of that information will come back to me, and then I'm the one that's going to be moving forward with the purchase order. Now this process is absolutely crucial to the entire order that goes into the system. Let's take for example the customizations that you may have. It may be a white window, but it may be a white window with a black exterior. Maybe a bronze window with a bronze exterior and a bronze interior. There's custom latches that you can do. There's also certain grids and different patterns and things of that nature that you can order in customization for your windows. So we want to ensure that all of those are exactly perfect before this order goes in, because if it comes in incorrectly, it could delay us an entire month. All those numbers and specs are going to be delivered to me. I'm the purchasing manager here at Desert King, and I'm going to enter all that information into the system. I'm going to give you a quick snapshot of what that looks like so you can see how these orders go in and how important it is that we hit all those customizable options. Now, one of the things that you and your salesperson discussed was how you'd like these windows installed. It could be a block frame method. It could be a full reflash where we redo all your stucco. It could even be a quick jump frame or what they call a retrofit. And those are all selected here at the beginning so we can choose that window type. All right, once we choose all those window types, we basically put in the size of the window and then we select certain options. So I'm just going to show you real quick the options that become available. So the height and width of the window go in. Remember, this is all fully custom to your home. So everything is done down to 1/8 of an inch. We make everything to fit your home exactly. Nothing pulled off the shelf. You can see that there's different types of glass options that are in here. Everything from sound packages to double 3/16 glass, and then you go into different low E options. So you have options like 340, 366, 452, all of those options are available in here, and I have to ensure that they're selected correctly. Once all of those selections are made, then we are basically going to go ahead and process this order. Now, once this order is processed, you will get email updates stating when we're expecting the window, when production is going to be done with your window, all the good stuff until the windows arrive here at our warehouse. So we will ensure that this information is put in properly and that you're also aware of the timeline as you go. All right, so the next step, once we get that confirmation on when the windows are gonna arrive, is basically that delivery from the manufacturer here to our warehouse. Now what happens is all those windows and doors are stacked onto a truck and then they're delivered to us for us to unload and stack in our warehouse. Now, as you can see, we usually have a measure sheet like this. This actually has all the original specs of your window. This is what you signed off on, and what we do is we use that to mark and inspect the windows as they arrive here. So what happens is, we'll take a look at the entire frame here. You can look and see and make sure that there are no scratches, no dents, anything like that. What you're also gonna look at is to ensure the glass is good. Now, as you can see, these windows are all shipped with a protective coating. We do not pull that off until the windows are installed in your home, to ensure that there's no scratches or anything during the delivery process. Once this window is all inspected, we're sure everything's good. That's when we receive it into our system, and then it'll go over to the installation manager so that they can schedule the install for you. All right, so now that we've received all the windows and doors into the warehouse there, the next step is actually to reach out to you and schedule an installation. So someone from our installation department is basically gonna give you a call, and what they're gonna do is find a time that works for both the schedule as well as your schedule, and we'll fit a time to go in. Now, most of these installations are a day or two. We wanna ensure that you have a beautiful installation, but we also wanna ensure that you have a clean installation. That way, when we leave, you can just sit and notice how wonderful it is, how clear everything is, how quiet everything is, and a whole lot cooler for you. Choosing windows can be overwhelming. There's tons of information out there, and AI might miss the mark. Our guide, backed by 25 years of experience, makes it simple. No overcomplicated jargon, just facts to help you decide with confidence. Don't forget to get 3 bids. If you're in one of our areas, make sure Desert King Windows is on your list. You'll be glad you did.
We use the best windows, cause nothing works better. Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.